Emily Swallows a Horse is the very fascinatingly titled second segment in the eighth episode of the ninth season of Arthur. And based on the title, I had no idea what this is about. I'd never heard that expression before. But the narrative is actually quite straightforward, and I think something that pretty much every child at some point can relate to. DW finds this bouncy ball, and it's a really beautiful bouncy ball, and Emily wants it, so she tells a lie. And Emily, as we know, is a very sweet character. She's, very, I was going to say very well educated. She's in kindergarten, but she's from a good background. She's got a lot of experiences in life. She doesn't really need to lie to have a nice life and to make other people think that she's worth anything. But in this situation, that's exactly what happens, and she begins to tell these tales and make up stories, and it gets her a lot of negative attention, particularly as DW and the Tibbles are onto her. And they kind of start to see through these lies, and she has to then tell lies to get out of those lies, and it just snowballs, which is the case every time. Lying is never a good idea because you only have to tell more lies as a result of that lie. And Emily has to realize that lying was not a good idea because it just snowballed out of her control. And that's a really important message. I think most children at some point will tell lies, and once they tell one lie, it just becomes easier to tell another lie. Because if you know you can get away with one lie and get what you want as a result of that, it's very easy to think that lying is the way forward. And this definitely shows that from Emily's perspective, it's a terrible idea because she became very anxious, very nervous, very panicked every time she thought she was going to be found out, and had to on the spot create another lie to get around things. So I think it's a really obvious message, but a really important one as well. Also, the episode started with the children singing "There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly," which I love. Um, I absolutely love that song. Took me straight back to my childhood, and I had a lot of fun with it. So I love the start of the episode. I love the progression of the episode. It was quite nice to see Emily being less than perfect as well, for a change. Really enjoyed the episode. Really solid message that's delivered in a really fun way. Emily Swallows a Horse is a really strong episode.